The One Piece card game is home to some of the most expensive cards in the TCG franchise. And today, we're going to be exploring how difficult it really is to pull one of the incredibly rare manga art cards. Welcome back to Treasure Theory, where we explore the world of all things valuable. And guys, today, we're going to be talking about the One Piece card game. I was gonna do a Pokemon video, but I can't even find Pokemon packs. That's how bad the scalping has gotten. So we're gonna be talking about the One Piece card game, which is the second biggest contributor to me being broke. Anyways, so guys, in this video, we're going to be exploring a couple of different things. We're going to be looking at the One Piece TCG marketplace. We're going to be looking at the current value of the hardest to get cards in the series. We're also going to bring in a couple of numbers and see how difficult it really is to pull an SP, an alt art, and a manga rare in this series. And we're also going to do a fun little experiment at the end that does include a hit. So stick around for that because that's pretty cool. So leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Let's get into it. So guys, One Piece has been around for most of my entire life, okay? I was born in the 90s, and I believe Oda Senpai was making One Piece, or he was starting One Piece back in 1996. And then the anime adaptation actually came out in 1999, I believe. From there, guys, One Piece has been a slow climb to the top. This show is peak, okay? If you're a One Piece fan in 2025, you are eating, and you know it. And if you haven't started One Piece yet, this is your sign to check it out and get into the adventure because it is just getting so good. And I believe the episodes are about to start releasing again soon if they haven't already, so I'm hyped. But anyways, let's talk about the One Piece card game. So surprisingly enough, the One Piece card game only started in 2022. So the card game is fairly new and the marketplace is crazy, okay? We've got cards that are going for thousands of dollars, guys. Thousands! And in the next set, which comes out I think in June, OP11, they're releasing a reprint of OP5 Gear 5 Luffy in a gold, 24 karat gold encrusted card. I don't know what's going on, but I love it. And I think there's only one or two on the market right now, but they're already going for $2,500 in Japanese. We're not talking about grading or anything, but this card is definitely going to 10K if you ask me. But currently, some of the hardest cards to pull in this entire series are the manga rares. And as you can see right here, I have got my hands on a Rayleigh manga rare, which is going for close to $350, $400 right now. But this is actually on the lower end of these cards. These cards are really, really hard to pull, and we're gonna actually be looking at the numbers on how difficult it is to pull them now in a few minutes. But it's crazy how hard these cards are to pull, and the marketplace has a huge demand for them, which is why they're so expensive. But currently the Gear 5 Luffy, and I believe they released a new Gold Roger manga rare, which is gold and it looks so good. I believe that's around $3,000. So the new cards that are coming out are only getting more expensive if you ask me. And it's hard to say where the marketplace is gonna take cards our manga rares and stuff like that in the future. But as of right now, they are quite valuable and yeah. So now that we've explored the marketplace and the One Piece TCG, let's actually start crunching down some numbers and taking a look at how difficult it really is to get a manga rare in One Piece. So distributors often give out a case of One Piece boxes, each box containing 24 packs, each case containing 12 boxes. And each case can range from $1,600 to $4,000. You know, it's crazy, but I mean, you are getting 12 boxes. So that is something to consider. So taking a look at the case, we've got 12 boxes now. So out of the 12 boxes in that case, 8 of those boxes are gonna contain SEC rares. So we're talking secret rares. You know, each box typically comes with 2 to 3 hits. So we could be looking at alt arts as well. 8 out of 12 boxes will definitely have those hits. So moving a level up from that, we're gonna be looking at the leader alt arts. So leader alt arts are actually a lot more difficult to find. Turns out only 4 out of 12 of those boxes in that case will contain an alt art leader. So if you pull an alt art leader, they're pretty decently rare, and you should be, I'm jealous. Not too long ago, I actually managed to pull a Caesar Clown leader card, which is pretty dope. This card's not really going for a lot, but I'm not sure how you see that on the camera. I think it's going for $25, $30 right now. But regardless, not all leaders come with the same value. Some are worth a lot more money. So yeah, if you pull an alt art leader, that's pretty cool. So now let's get into what everyone here has been waiting for. what is the chance of you pulling a Manga Rare from that case of 12 boxes? Well, it turns out it's actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. So out of 12 boxes, you still are not guaranteed to pull a Manga Rare. That is right. So it turns out even if you get a case of 12 boxes, the chances of you getting a Manga Rare in those 12 boxes is actually not guaranteed at all. We don't have exact numbers, but from what I've been seeing online, the chances of you getting a Manga Rare are actually around 1%, if not below 1%. They're very hard to get, very rare, and it explains why there's so much money on the marketplace, which is really crazy to think about, but it does explain why these cards are going for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on the marketplace. So there are your chances. Not as high as I'd like, but then again, that's what makes it so special when you pull one. So now that we've gone through all the numbers, I say let's have a little bit of fun and do an experiment. I recently bought 10 packs from the latest One Piece set, OP10 Royal Blood. We're going to be opening up each pack and we're going to take a look and see what are the chances of us pulling a good card from 10 packs. So without any further ado, let's start opening. All right, here we go. 10 packs of One Piece Royal Blood. Guys, I'm going to be real with you. I found these at Walmart. I didn't buy them from a box, if that wasn't obvious already. But the chances of pulling an Alt Art, an SEC, or SP, or even a Manga Rare are even less likely when you go about it this option. But we're taking a look at the first pack here, and we got nothing. We got a nice Dawn of Doflamingo. We love that, but so far, nothing good. So I did some calculations, and the chances of me actually pulling something here out of these 10 random packs is above 50%. So there is a good chance we're going to get something through this run. But it looks like so far from the 2 packs, we have pulled nothing good. So we're moving on to the third pack here. Going through, really hoping there's something. Come on, please. Oh, the thrill of the gamble is hurting my soul, but that's okay. That's why I spent all this money on 10 packs of cards. But guys, I want you to answer a question for me down in the comments below. When you buy One Piece packs, how many do you buy in the one go? Do you just buy 1 pack? Ooh, Divine Departure, nice. Do you buy just 1 pack? Do you buy 2 packs? 5 packs? 10 packs? Are you a freak like me? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, it looks like we got something. Yeah! We got an SEC Luffy. We love it. Gear 4 Luffy. Very happy with that. Okay, moving on to the 6th pack. We are going through, and I don't think this one has got anything. Oh, we got a Doflamingo. That's okay. We dig that one. Using scissors now because opening these manually are kind of hurting my fingers. But anyways, so far we've got something. So that's a good thing. I'm glad the numbers did not fail me. But can we pull something better? Can we pull an Alt Art? That's what I really want to get, and there's a couple of Alt Arts in the Royal Blood packs that I really, really want to get. I want to get the Katakuri one. Well, actually, sorry, it's more Flamp? Charlotte Flamp. I want to get the Edward Newgate one as well. There's also an Usopp one that looks really nice, but anyways, let's keep going. We've only got 2 packs left, so let's see here. Do we have anything? Nope, this one's a dud too. All right, guys, this is the final pack. And it looks like we got something. Okay, here is the moment of truth, guys. Okay, here we go. Going through. Okay. I wonder what we got. Oh, this is the best part. This is what fuels my gambling addiction. And we got... Oh, the Charlotte Flamp Alt Art. Hell yeah. And this card's actually worth a bit of money. Gosh, look at that. Okay, you know what? Out of 10 packs... this is not bad at all. I am very happy with this. Look at these cards. They're so beautiful. Oh! So my final thoughts on this is that the One Piece card game is set up really nicely. You know, not every card is equal, of course, in value, but we've got some heavy hitters in the series that make it really worth the while and doesn't help my gambling addiction. And considering how difficult it is to get into Pokemon right now, I'm content with being a starving One Piece addict who doesn't get packs too often because they're really hard to come by. But that is the name of the game, guys. But with that being said, I hope you did enjoy. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you did like it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see more interesting videos like this, where we do like breakdowns and stuff, be sure to let me know in the comments below, and a video should be up on the screen. You should totally check it out, and I will see you over there. Did you click it?